you. Amateur hour. They got the current ripping pretty hard too. 22,000, which is good. You don't have to fish very deep. I'll send that one out there a little ways. Let it settle. It's about 20 foot of water. Again, we're an ultralight rod holder, so we got to be a little cautious with our drag. Anything big hits it, we want it to be able to run. I'm not tossing that one down very far at all. Just right there. About 12 foot long, I'm guessing. Not very deep. Nope. We're fishing. Let's get some bells on. So this out here. Line up our poles real good. Okay. See here. Yep. Okay. Oh, hey everybody. Sorry, I'm rushing. My daughter had her school dance tonight. Got some new lights. Two. Hooey. Oh, that didn't take long. Rods ain't been out 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. Whew. Okay, everybody. No, they don't glow in the dark, but they're UV reactive. So I got a UV light here that makes them glow. They would glow even brighter, but there's a big street lamp back here behind us. I'm gonna drop you guys down just a smidge. Right, there we go. It's a little better for me to see the screen. Jimbo, what's going on? Karen? We just got started. The rods haven't even been in the water 5 minutes. And we've already had a bite. We've had one bite in 5 minutes. Survival Empire, hello. We're in Clarksville, Tennessee. Thank you, Brandon. You know fish good? Nat, why would you even say that? We've been fishing for less than 5 minutes and have one bite. Well, Jimbo, the fish are already wet. They'll still be able to eat. Yes, James, we do have flathead here. They are UV reactive, so I have a UV light. So it's a UV light that makes them glow. It's going to be storms, I got you. So bait tonight, we have threadfin shad and we have one big gizzard shad with us. That's going to give us two real big baits. So this rod and this rod have threadfin shad on it. This has a big gizzard shad head on it. So I do have my big white light with us, but it draws in bugs. So I'm using the black lights, and then when if we get a fish on, I can just reach down and flick a switch, and we'll have full light. And I have a little bitty light over here that's giving me some light so you can see me. We are fishing for catfish tonight. I hope we catch a big one. We've got current, we've got good bait. I have caught fish here before, nothing big yet, but I have caught fish here. What rod and reel set up? What line do you use? So the rod and reels, these are all from Catch the Fever. These two here are the Hellcat Revenges. This is the original Hellcat. They don't make this one anymore. They changed to these. These are medium actions. This is extra heavy. This is one I use for casting really big baits. Reels that we're using are PC Fun Alios 400s, and I have on the 2 green rods I have 40-pound Berkley Big game, and the yellow rod I have 30-pound Berkley Big game. I needed some line, and they didn't have that orange color in 40 pounds, so I grabbed a 30-pound. Split shot, I am excited for tomorrow night. I'm going to be teaming up with Split Shot and his boys tomorrow night. We're going to go after some flatheads. Get 100 likes. Heck yeah, Rob. Well, it's not black, it's just the name of it. It's a UV light. They just call them black lights. Any UV light will work. We are fishing for catfish tonight. Pushing becks. Well, thank you. I hope you have a great Friday night. Tony, hello. UV blue, I think works best. I haven't had any experience with UV blue. We have flatheads, blue cats, and channel cats here. Got big flatheads. Yeah, we got some big flatheads here. There was a Steven's boy caught a 70-pounder not far from here. Or split shot fishing. His boy, he caught a 70-pounder not far from here. Just bring it. All right, nice split shot. Have you ever fished this Squatchin River? No, I have never fished that river before. Tony, this is the Cumberland River here in Tennessee. Survival Empire, I appreciate the sub. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Horde. Y'all, we're less than 200 away from 30,000 subscribers. Double tap that screen, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We could hit 30,000 subscribers tonight in this live. James, I am using Meyers TV hooks. I've got the Ruthless Reds and the Cat Nabbers. I'm a sub. Appreciate that, Invisible. Thank you. Welcome to the Horde. Yeah, Pirate, we're fishing. We're going to do some late night fishing. We just got started. So rigs, I'm using a high-low rig on the first rod. I'm using the 3-way swivel on the middle rod. A 3-way setup on the middle rod, and I've got a Carolina rig on the third rod. So we have it's kind of a sloping flat here that goes off into a ledge. We have some pretty strong current tonight, so we're not fishing super deep. We're kind of fishing like on the drop. So just before we go into the heavy current, we're fishing just on that edge. Except for the third rod, I have it kind of in the shallow. There's a bunch of big rocks over here. So I have a big bait in that shallow around those big rocks to see if a flathead will come up and eat it. So, Travis, hello. Sorry, there's someone already asked. Yes, we have Fletch. We have black lights out here. We are tearing the carp up tonight. Hope you're doing good. Nice, Travis. Found a new spot. It's fire. That's always a great time. Yes, I've caught a ton of blue cats. My biggest blue cat's a 54, almost a 55-pound blue cat. Nat, I don't know what we're doing with the whole face thing. Cindy, hello. Tony, welcome. I appreciate that. Thank you. Whew. This is a river. This is the Cumberland River here in Tennessee. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to pin that right there. Pin that message. Yeah, y'all. Tonight, my PB is a 75-pound flathead. Caught an 8-pound channel. Nice, Invisible. We caught a 7-pound channel last Friday. I thought he was going to be bigger than that. Biggest bullhead? I don't know. I haven't caught bullhead since I used to live up in Illinois. But I've caught some decent ones. Bait tonight is threadfin shad and gizzard shad. Boogie Boy, hello. Yes, catfishing tonight. We are hoping for flatheads, blue cats, but I'll take a channel if they're big enough. Tony, thank you. I don't mind a channel cat, especially when they get to that 7, 8, 10-pound range. Jason, hello. First rod. That's bite number 2. Bite number 2, y'all. I got to be a little quick on the go here. Because I had to haul all this stuff in here, I'm using my extra light Takedown Rod Holders. They're only 1/4 inch, so I got the drags backed off a little bit, so they don't fold them over. The weather, we're actually getting a little bit of a cool front coming through. We had some wind today, partially clear skies, and I think it's supposed to get down in the 40s tonight. The Savage Steve, thank you. Yes, catch and release tonight. Yeah, catfish are a good fish to eat. I like eating the smaller channel cats. So when I want to eat fish, I go fishing for channel cats. We got 60 people in here, 35 likes. Come on, double tap screen. No fire tonight. It's kind of windy. And it's not that cold. It's in the upper 50s right now. Tony, thank you so much. You are a rock star, Tony. Thank you. Bite number 3 for the night. Let's go. Yes, we're catfishing. Right here, fishy. Come on, Mr. Hog, let's go. Chubby, no, we haven't caught any yet. I just got here it's been 19 minutes since I turned the camera on. We just got started. Bite number 4. Walking and saw the catfish. Nice, Mendoza. Tony, I caught my PB flathead on a bluegill. I caught him, God, that's 30 years ago. Yeah, it's been about 30 years ago when I caught that 75. J-hook, when I caught that one, because they didn't really have circle hooks now. We're using circle hooks now for sure. But back then it was just a J hook. We used steel leader wire, steel wire for leaders. So tonight we have threadfin shad and gizzard shad. Have you lost a? I have lost one rod in my life in the water. I was able to recover it. I have had fish break poles before. Actually, I had a fish that the pole I caught my 75-pound on. I actually snapped that rod on a fish. Don't even want to say what my PB is pathetic. Tony, no, it is not. No, it isn't. No PB is pathetic. No, get that out of your head. A PB is your next goal, to beat that PB. So it doesn't matter if it's 5 pounds, 8 pounds, 4 pounds, or a pound. It's still your PB. That just means you can push to go past that. No, I have never gotten to do saltwater fishing. I really want to, though. At this river is where you catch? No, I caught that. I caught both my 75-pound and my 55-pound out of the Mississippi River. I grew up on the Mississippi River when I was a kid, all the way into my teens. The biggest flathead I've caught out of here has been 40 pounds, and the biggest blue I've caught out of here is 40 pounds. Well, 39.12 or something. It was just a hair under 40. But I did catch a really, really big sturgeon out of this river. It was 57.5 inches, approximately 50 pounds, based on its measurements. Tony, a 25-pound flathead is a good flathead. Don't be ashamed of a 25-pound flathead. That's a good flathead. I'd love a 25-pound flathead. Do you know how many people fish their entire lives and never catch a flathead? This is cut bait, so it's dead. Goat, we're using threadfin shad and gizzard shad, all cut. 36 is a good size flathead. Very good flathead. I have caught some pike in my days, but I caught my biggest pike when I was ice fishing for crappie, and I caught my biggest muskie ever when I was catfishing on a live bluegill at an old water pump house. They used to flood a little area, and we used to go back there catfishing, and I caught a 38-inch muskie on a bluegill. So Elise never caught a flathead. Yeah, flatheads are catfish that some people never catch. Mendoza, chicken liver is a good channel cat bait. It's not really good. It's not a good like trophy fish bait. I'm gonna give it just a couple more minutes and check this first rod. It's got hit a few times. It is a high-low rig, so it does have two baits on it, but it's been smacked 3 good times, I know for sure. Muskie and walleye fishing. Tony, the walleye is my favorite fish to eat. The Savage. So the first on my list is one of those giant alligator gar, and then second would be a shark or a Goliath grouper. I finally got my sturgeon, so I think the next on my list is going to be one of these days going to like Texas or something and going for alligator gar. Ooh, there's a bite. Where's the bite? It was a little bite, but I just heard a bell. 43. Howdy, sir. How's the missus? Bambi, she's a little under the weather. What I thought was a sinus thing at the beginning of the week, I guess is a head cold because now she's got it. But it's just a head cold, and it's just got her drained because, you know, all the congestion and all that kind of crap. Can of Biscuits, what's going on? You too, Tony. Take care and have a great weekend. Nicholas, prayers for you and your family. Sorry about your mother. I had a gar on that broke 80-pound gator braid. Dang, James, that was probably a good one then. Thank you, Bambi. I stay out in Lebanon, Tennessee. Any good spots you know around? Savage, unfortunately, no. I don't know a whole lot about Lebanon. So that giant shad, I'm saving for tomorrow. I do have another big shad with me that we do have on half of it on that last rod. It's probably a chunk about that long. But no, I'm saving that big gizzard shad for tomorrow night. Me and Split Shot Fishing and his boys are going to kind of team up and go after some flatheads tomorrow night. Why is your rods glowing in the dark? Mendoza, so these are UV reactive poles, and I have 2 UV lights here behind us. Turn that one down just a smidge. Save battery just a little bit. Wife and a buddy of mine is coming too. Okay, Split Shot, got you. Wrench, this is Tennessee. The Savage Steve, I would love a boat. I don't own a boat, or else we would be on a boat. I wish I owned a boat, Steve. Thank you, Drop Stuff. Rob, I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow night. It might just be a hangout night. These are 6,000 milliamps, so they should last a couple of hours. And then I got my big light here, which will last like 10. Do you know the day you lost a paddlefish? Yes. Really? A Split Shot? That's cool. Hopefully we all get one tomorrow night. You should go kayak fishing, super cheap, and you can still... Well, I'm on a weight loss journey right now, and I'm down 50 pounds. And then once I lose enough weight, I plan on getting a kayak. So these rods and reels are from Catch the Fever. So we got the 2 Hellcat Revenges and then the old original Hellcat. Reels that we're using are PC Fun Alios 400s. And if you're interested in it, I have discount codes for Catch the Fever where you can get the rods. You got 10% off on Catch the Fever. You can see that code in the description. It's TBVO, and I've got links to the PC Fun Alios 400 reels. Fantastic setup. So we'll probably fish till about 11, 12 o'clock. Rods are tight. They're fantastic rods. And no, we are not using braid. We're using mono. So I prefer Berkley Big Game mono. bullheads and cats up here and leave chicken liver hanging out a couple days. Yeah, Ray, that's always good for bullheads and channels for sure. I'm hoping for a trophy-sized blue cat or flathead tonight. That's what I'm hoping for. Yes, two-stroking. In the description of my videos, and it should be the description of the live, I have codes for Meyers TV, codes for Takedown Rod Holder, and codes for Catch the Fever. That can save you 10 to 15% off. Yes, freshwater fishing for catfish. Jackson, good morning, USA. Yes. Jeremy, hello. Eric, it's not. I don't think it's poop fishing. It's more challenging fishing for sure. Much more challenging fishing. No problem two-stroking. Well, saltwater is for, people that can fish around saltwater. I am in the middle of Tennessee where there is a lack of saltwater, so we fish freshwater. Put some work in for these fish here. Coolest thing I've seen. I'm glad you're enjoying it two-stroking. I think you're pretty cool too. Yeah, I think we're going to rebait this first rod. It's gotten hit a few good times. Take these glasses off for now. Mendoza, we have not caught anything yet, but we have got some bites. We ain't been fishing but about 30 minutes. But I'm going to rebait this first rod. It has gotten hit 3 times really good that I know of. Well, it's got its bait on there. We're going to put pressure on it anyway because we got plenty. I'll take the old and rub my hands with it. Get rid of any of my stuff. So bait tonight is threadfin shad cut. This first rod, I got a couple smaller hooks on there. In case there's anything little lurking around, but they're heavy duty small hooks, so if we got something big on it, we would be more than fine. So, let me kill that light so I can show you. On this rod, we're running a high-low rig. So it's got 2 baits with a sinker at the bottom, called a high-low rig. Actually a little further out than I wanted it. These rod and reels cast a mile. Sinking, 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 bottom. So I would guess we're in 20 to 25 foot of water right there. Back or drag off here. All right, got fresh on here. Make sure that ain't gonna slide. Looks like it's stuck where it's at. All right, we're back to fishing on that one. So yeah, we don't have a rod limit here. We have a hook limit in Tennessee. MRC, not a whole lot. We've gotten some bites, but no catches yet. We just rebaited the first rod. And got it back out there. Mendoza, I don't really use the chicken liver much. It's not conducive for targeting big fish. So Chubby, we do not have a rod limit in Tennessee. We have a hook limit in Tennessee. We have a 100 hook limit. It's crazy. Well, the 100 hook limit covers everybody. People, rod and reel fishing, trot lines, bank lines, everything. Yellow rod just got bumped. Watch the yellow rod, y'all. Watch the yellow rod. Our hook limit. Yeah, Jason, each state's a little different. It's weird how they do individual states the way they do. I'm really excited. Ooh, come on. There he goes. There's pressure. It would not shock me if that yellow rod didn't fold over. Amy, love fishing. Nice. Me too. Yeah, Ray, that's pretty common, three rod limit. Yeah, something's playing with that yellow rod, y'all. Something's playing with that yellow rod. Nice 10-pound cat, MRC. I'd like to have a nice 10-pound cat tonight. Love to have a big 50 tonight. That'd be sick. Chobby, we got some current going. They're running the dams at they got 2 or more gates open, so we're running around 21,000 right now. So we got some decent current tonight. So I'm fishing on the outside edge of that current as best as possible. 38-inch black drum, nice. Fishing is good for the soul, yes, Johnny. Take the kids fishing. Nice hack there, James. Yes. My youngest wanted to come, but she gets cold easy, and it's going to be a little cool with this wind out here tonight. MRC, I am saving that big shad for tomorrow night. I'm going out with some friends tomorrow night fishing. We're going into a flathead hole, and I'm saving that big shad for tomorrow. We don't have a whole lot of trout here. Let's see here, Stepford Sheffield. Welcome in, thank you. No, I did not spray the paint. These rods are already like that, and if you hit them with a UV light, they glow. So they have UV reactive paint already on them from the factory. Or a coating, I should say, not paint. Post pics of what eats that shad. Oh, MRC, something eats that shad. There'll be more in pics. Went crawler hunting for a walleye. Nice. Now 54 degrees. Couple of walleye last weekend though. Walleye's awesome. I love walleye. Walleye's one of the best fish to eat. Period, in my opinion. Johnny, favorite fighting fish is either got to be. It's kind of a toss-up. Sturgeon and flatheads are the two hardest fish I've ever caught. Hardest fighting fish I've ever caught. No catches so far, but we have had some bites. There's a bite. It was a subtle bite, but I just heard one of them bells ding. There's a fish to jump. MRC, I'm not sure. It might be Monday, but I'm not 100%. Brian, this is on the Cumberland River here in Tennessee. Mendoza, I'm not a big fan of the chicken liver. I'm not. That's more like a channel cat bait. We're targeting big fish tonight, so we're using fresh cut bait and bigger baits for mainly to target big fish tonight. Chicken liver is a great channel cat and bullhead bait. Oh, and we got threadfin shad and gizzard shad tonight. Wait, I just missed that one. Fish here in the pier, walleye coming shallow around 10 p.m. Nice. We're going to get down to 45 here tonight. We got a low. Pier Coops, thank you. Welcome in. 34 degrees in Wisconsin. We're supposed to get down to 30s tomorrow night. Live baby bluegill for flathead. Yeah, we're going to be running bluegill tomorrow night. But my two biggest flatheads last year came off of cut bait. Both my 25 and 40 pound flathead was off cut bait last year. You live in Wisconsin? No, I live in Tennessee. Mike, yeah, it's gonna be most of May. Yeah. Oh, there's another ding. I didn't see what rod it is. We got one of these rods that are getting some taps. I think it's the far one. I like to use American eel. Yeah, Johnny, American eel is a good bait. We don't really have them very much here in Tennessee yet. We get every now and then one gets caught. Yeah, bluegill was what I caught my big 75-pound flathead and my big 54-pound blue. Looking for eagle haul on the wiggler. It can happen, James. Oh, please don't tell me we got a barge coming. Oh, I think this is a boat. That boat, braver than I am. There's logs floating down the river tonight. Yeah, I've seen logs floating down the river tonight. He's brave flying down that river. Yeah, there's quite a bit of a drop. MRC, I'm hoping so. You know, the channel keeps growing, and you guys are going to make it all possible. So, what was that noise? We just had a boat come through here. Hope it's a little warmer. Be doing that. I'll be doing. Striper, yeah. A little warmer. I hope it gets warmer myself. We do get some stripers here, yes. Yeah. Middle rod has been messed with. Mendoza, we're getting a nibble. We got some waves coming here in a second. Make sure my light doesn't get soaked. I think it's out of harm. Come on, fishy. Let's go. Are you near any dams? Not tonight. There's the Cheatham Dam down river that way. Oh, about 20 miles. The next dam ain't until upriver, quite a ways up in Kentucky. So Owen, no, they're not glow in the dark. They're UV reactive, and I have a couple little UV lights over here. They would be glowing even brighter if it wasn't for that street light back behind me. We're just fishing off of a river here. I mean, off of a main road here on the river. As long as the water's hitting the shoreline, the bell's going off, it'll be better than that. Yeah, that's hard to beat that MRC. And it's Friday night, and this is a very, very popular road. If you all could, double tap that like if you haven't. Subscribe. It all helps the channel a whole bunch. My father last year, first time he had fished in 5 years due to a medical condition caused largest fish, which 30-pound striper, 38 inches long, and mounted for. Oh, Johnny, that is amazing! Congratulations to your dad, and that was good of you to take him and then mount his biggest fish. That was awesome. That kind of stuff right there is what it's all about. You know, catching fish is great and everything, and that big fish is. But you know what? The memory of you doing that with your dad is going to be something that you can never replace. Something he'll never forget as well. Ooh, yellow rod, come on, yellow rod. Welcome in, Ray. My dad taught me everything in life, but mainly how to stop and treasure family. That's a good thing to teach. My dad was all about family too. Fortunately, I lost him when I was 11. I didn't get a whole lot of time with him because he was an over-the-road trucker. So I only got a little bit of time with my dad before he was gone. Hey, baby. It's going pretty good. We've gotten some bites. I hope you're feeling a little better now that you got some sleep. No, thank you, Owen. It's all good, Owen. I'm going out 5 a.m. with my son and daughter trying to get them turkeys. Nice, MRC. Well, hopefully you both get them a long beer apiece. I know, baby, I know. Might rebait that yellow rod here in a minute. I want to keep good fresh baits out tonight. Been gone for a while. What's happened so far? Chubby, so far we've gotten some more bites, but no takers. All bites and no takers so far, Chubby. No problem. Circle hooks, yeah, Brian, we're running circle hooks on everything. Yes, I stopped and got her drink. Why don't you get the poles that have them bite sensors on it, light up and buzz when you get hit? Bite, Joseph, because I like using these catch the fever rods because they are super tough and have a fantastic company backing them, that if anything happens to them, they will be replaced. So these are an expensive rod. They're $150 a piece basically by the time you get tax and everything. But if I broke one of these rods tonight, I would have a new rod probably at my house Tuesday morning. By Tuesday night, I would have a new rod sitting at my house. If they break, they will replace them, no questions. Around the bill is biting. Yeah, he's been getting some nibbles. That one's been getting littler nibbles than the green rod. I think that's just like a little dink out there chewing on it. Don't have a beer enough fishing, right? Yeah, I typically don't drink out when I'm out here unless, you know, I got people with me, you know. Accidents happen. I still have to drive home, so even if I was to have a drink, it would be maybe one. There's salt bait, state bait. What do you mean? Are you talking about stink bait, baby? I have brought stink bait here and caught some channels. When I first scouted, I brought stink bait and caught some channels. I really think this place has the potential to produce a big fish. We have a giant log jam out in the middle of the river, and we got a big rock point coming out down here, right down the bank. And there's scatter rock all across here. Bullhead catfish for bait. Chubby, I have, but it's been a long time since I have. We don't have a whole lot of bullheads here in Tennessee. Cold mess and typing not working together. Yeah, MRC, they were all over me there in the last video. I wish that storm would have pushed up further north of us, so I could have kept fishing there. A lot of bullhead in PA. Yeah, up north the bullheads get heavy. Up there, when I lived in Illinois, you could catch bullheads like crazy. 6-pound bull. That's a big bullhead. I've never used squid, Johnny. No, I've never used squid. I've thought about getting some, but I don't know where to get any fresh around here. Only squid I've found around here has been frozen. I have heard squid is a good catfish bait. Jimbo, those are all three good baits. Works great. I use it. Nice, Johnny. Yeah, if I can find some fresh, I might get some to try it. But yeah, so far I've only ever found frozen here. Here comes another log. Looks like that current may have slowed down just a smidge. It ain't moving as fast as what it has been. Seen bullhead catfish? No, I've never seen bullhead catfish that big. 5.5 regular. Gotcha, Brian. Yeah, I let go a couple of blue cats in Tennessee before I found out what qualifies as a trophy. Eel. We don't get a whole lot of eel here. Every now and then you'll find one. Someone will catch an eel, but we don't get a whole lot of eel here. Get off the hook and decent luck with it frozen. I have tried it frozen, didn't have any luck with it. You ever tried crappie? Crappie is a good bait, yes. Yeah, Jimbo, a 4-pound and bigger bullhead is a monster. Chicken skin, yeah. Chicken is a good, like, you know, lake, creek, smaller river or channel cat bait for sure. And blues. Blues elite chicken for sure. There was a lake went down down by Chattanooga where I used to live that I could take a pack of chicken up there and I would leave because I ran out of bait. But everywhere else it didn't do much good. Jose, what's going on? Yeah, I think I'm going to reel in that yellow rod. Because it looks like our current has slowed down quite a bit. Based on that log moving. And I'm going to try to send one out a little further in the river now. When I first got here, the current was ripping pretty decent. Let's do that. I think they shut one of the... What's your favorite fishing store that made the biggest impact? Chicken breast Kool-Aid is a great bait. Probably the best fishing store that, you know, has haunted me my whole life is the rod that I caught my 75-pound flathead on. I actually had it snap on me the same summer I caught that fish. I hooked into something. I had 90-pound braid on it. I hooked into something that I couldn't stop, and I tightened the drag down on my reel until it was maxed, and it snapped my rod and my line. I don't know what I hooked, but it was massive. Kaysen, unfortunately no. I've got 3-wheeler and my wife and James Royal there, my mom. James ain't on tonight. I haven't seen him in a while. He's been super busy with work though, I know. So now I'm using, I use Berkley Big game nowadays. Gives you stretch. Braid gives you no stretch, so when it has no way to fail. So, well, the problem even with 90 to 100 pound line braid is there's no stretch to it. So it doesn't have any kind of give. When it hits that point, when it hits that breaking point, it just pops. Braid has some stretch to it, so even if you're using 40-pound braid, you can haul in a 100-pound fish because it has some stretch to it. It has some give to it. It's also a lot more abrasion resistant. But yeah, let's rebait that middle rod. Current has slowed down quite a bit. Well, I was right. Stole the bait. This rod right here beside me, the big bait, just got bit. That was the bell in my pocket. We had our first bait thief for the night. Putting on a chunk of gizzard shad. Make sure there's no inch in depth. About 30 foot of water. Oop, that was me, I kicked it. That was me. Set my drag just a little lower than I normally do. Because I'm using my extra light rod holders tonight. That one's out there probably 75 yards. Randy, we're out of Tennessee. Fishing and where fish always steal your bait. Right, MRC? If they're going to get the bait, they might as well let me get a picture with them. We're going to say that was a garfish. Brian, no catches tonight so far. So far we've had bait stolen and plenty of bites. We're going to give that first green rod a couple more minutes and then we're going to rebait it. Any poles? The only pole I've ever actually lost was a break. I've never had one pull one off in the river. I've dropped one in the river or a creek and I got it back. But knock on wood, I've never had a fish steal one of my poles. I got an 8-pound channel last night. Nice, Brian. Good luck. Good job. What's the state PB flathead? I don't know. I can't remember what the state PB flathead was. It's 70 something, I think. I think it's in the 70s. For bait, we're using threadfin shad and gizzard shad. 70 or 80, maybe. It might be an 80. Astro, thank you. 85.6. No livers? No, I'm not using livers. Bust the fish fart out, bro. World record, yeah, world record's that's a big old flathead. I've seen 100-pound flathead. There was one in the fish market where I lived up on the Mississippi. In one of their holding tanks, they had 100+ pound flathead in it that they got in the net, and they kind of just kept it as a pet. You could go back there. They had these like big, like 1,500 gallon holding tanks, and they had, it looked like a big log that would lay on the bottom of it, and next thing you know is that big log would move. But he just laid in there and ate channel cats. I do fish for carp. Power and Bryce, that's no good. Temperature here, I'm not 100% because I don't have my phone's running the live, but we're in the 50s. We're supposed to get down a low as a 45, I think, tonight. So not terribly cold. $36-pound channel cat would be insane. My biggest channel is just over 9 pounds, just a smidge over 9 pounds. But in Tennessee, we don't get huge channels here in Tennessee. Wheeze, yeah, Wheeze is pretty good. I use a pack bait I make for carp. It works pretty good. What is up? Is it the old Hellcat you got there? Yes, Cody. We got 2 Hellcat Revenges. The first 2 are Hellcat Revenges, and the third one is a Hellcat, one of the OG Hellcats. What's the catch count? Can of biscuits so far? None, but we have had bites and we had a bait stealer. This is not the greatest spot in the world, but my kid had a dance. So this is only like 10 minutes from my house. So we came here tonight because I still wanted to fish tonight, but I wanted to go see my kid's dance. Her go off to her first dance. Brand flakes, gotcha. Yes, the furthest rod has had bites. It has a really big bait on it, so it's been getting nibbled on. It's going to be a big fish if that rod folds over. We're going to let that bait soak out there for quite a while. I got one more big chunk of gizzard shad we're going to put on it after a while. Yeah, Hellcat rods are my favorite. I got a discount code if you want to buy some. Save you 10%. Dusk, last cast, had everything else packed up. That last cast will do it. Good bait for catfish, 2 packs for Kool-Aid, water, no sugar, chicken gizzards. Gotcha, Jerry. What's your favorite fish to catch? Carp. I like fish. I like catching everything. Carp and catfish are probably my 2 fish I go after the most. Sturgeon is a heck of a fight. Hey, I'm part Viking. Nice. Jim, your rod. Yeah. What about it? Ha 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 ha, Jim. Mendoza, welcome back. Oh, back pop. That felt good. 79 likes. Heck yeah, y'all. Hit that like button. Let's go. Wish I would have known about the code before I bought 3 more Hellcats. Yeah, that would have helped, Johnny. I would have saved you a chunk on 3 of them. Yeah, can of biscuits. This place is only like 10 minutes from my house, and it's like there's a main road right behind us. My daughter had her little dance tonight, and I wanted to see her go to that and everything, and so I came here because it was easy and fast for me to get here and get set up. Yeah, the wind has died down quite a bit. 82 likes, only 18 away from 100. Let's tap that screen, y'all. If you could send the hearts up and the little emojis, and it all helps the algorithm share the live out to everybody. Yes, I do use Takedown Rod Holders. It's in the 50s. We just had another bite. We got 5 ounces tonight. 2 rods are moving. A double up would be fun. That's always a fun problem to have. Want to see the middle rod bend in half? Yeah, I want to see a rod bend in half. It's that far rod. This first rod just got hit. The line just jumped. Didn't move the rod, but the line just bounced up and down like crazy. Come on, fishy. Just take the bait. Let's go fishing. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. They're not listening. They're not listening at all. Do you point your fingers at the water? It's bad luck. No? Night fishing or morning fishing? Night fishing. I caught 5-pound cat out of my grandma's pond on ice fishing rod. I had to cut off. Twisted. It was a fun time. Yeah, I caught that big 20-pound Asian carp this year on my ultralight. It just absolutely destroyed my line. Got a full moon. What's my PB? My PB is a 75-pound flat. Some fish jumping. Need coffee? I would love a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee would be pretty alright right now. A girl caught a 28-pound blue on a 33, and she was screaming, I bet. Yeah, I can imagine a Zebco with a 28-pound blue probably was burnt to pieces. You know, Johnny, you just gotta play those big fish. Like I caught that. I caught I snagged into just under 19-pound Asian carp. Got it on video on an ultralight with 6-pound test line, and I caught it. So you just gotta play that drag. All right, Astro, you have a good one. Just had a fish jump not far right here, close to the bank. All right, Chubby, appreciate you. Sab with the gold coin, thank you. James, no luck at the moment. Well, Chubby, I appreciate you joining us, and if I don't see you again, have a great weekend. Yes, catfish, yes. Seb Trader. We're getting bites, and we've had a couple. We've had a bait stolen, and a couple of good bites, but no hookups yet. The bite has been on, just no hookups yet. Don't think we've had anything big yet come through. Brittany, welcome in. Y'all could hit that like, hit that subscribe. It helps it out a whole bunch. MRC, my shoulder, and my under my arm, right here. Under my arm is still tender. Right here, under my arm is still tender. It's not as bad, but it's a little tender under there still. But yeah, my shoulder was dead all last weekend. I went spoonbill snagging for the first time, y'all, just last Saturday that are new here. And I spent 5 hours out there. On the very last cast, I nailed one and lost it in the snag. It was kind of heartbreaking. But we're gonna go after him again. I got me a new reel. Green Rod just got a bite. It's a 10,000 size reel that'll hold 300 yards of 100-pound braid. And I've got it loaded with 100-pound braid. So part of my problem, because I'm, new to paddlefish snagging, and I'm learning, is mono is not great for the snagging because of the stretch. The hook doesn't stick in them as good. Well, I had a spool of 100-pound braid that I got really stinking cheap. He is Tegan from the other day. Yeah, MRC, it was fun, but I learned from it. So, I didn't get that fish, but I learned from that experience. So I changed things up. I've actually got some new hooks. They're 10-aught, and I've got some 10-aughts without weight on it, so I can put a couple in a series. I got me a new reel that can hold a bunch of 100-pound braid, so I can. And I want to get me like an 11 to 13 foot rod to get further cast and higher drags with a drag. And also it's got a longer handle to go past under my arm. So Yeah, I snagged one and lost it. I learned from that. So it was not a total failure. We learned something. MRC, yes. So I'm going to put the 10 on with the weight on the bottom, and then I'm going to do 2 others above it about every two about 10-inch spans. So we'll have about that much line with a hook, hook, and hook. That'll give us a better chance to get hooked up in them. Yeah, I've got reaction tackle, 100-pound blackout reaction tackle. I bought it because I got it for like $35 for 1,000 yards. So I was like, heck, I'll buy it. No, Johnny, I stopped using steel leaders for catfish a long time ago. Jeffrey, sorry, Jeffrey, I just seen your message. We're hunting catfish tonight. But I stopped using the steel leaders. I feel the catfish can sense the steel leaders, and they'll drop it. Brittany, we have not caught one yet. We've gotten a bunch of bites. All 3 rods have been getting bites all night long, and we've had bait stolen off of the middle one, but no hookups yet. What are you catching? We're after Jeffrey. We're after catfish. Where are you at? This is the Cumberland River here in Tennessee. I do eat catfish, yes. Oh, I just seen a fish jump out there. That must have been a white bass or a skipjack or something silver, because I seen it shine out there. Wasn't big. Oh, it was a beautiful night. Not a big fan of that full moon. I've never been a big fan of fishing on a full moon. Second one fan. New to Chattanooga. Chattanooga's nice. I used to live down there by Chattanooga. Check out Lake Nickajack and Watts Bar when you get to Chattanooga. Nice little fishing. Nice, yeah. Cumberland's a good one. Using cord. No, not tonight. We're catfishing, not carp fishing. We're at 90 likes. Heck yeah. Almost to that magical 100. So, 100, the first 100 likes is important because it tells the algorithm to share. I'm from Russia, by the way. Yesterday I saw a comment out there, other kinds. Notice one light line on the roof, looking at the stars. That's awesome. Welcome in from Russia. Brittany, we're going for any one of those 3. We have all 3 of those here, and I'll take any one that bites. I can imagine it's a warm night. Yeah, here I don't know what the temperature is there, but we're in the 50 degree Fahrenheit here in Tennessee. I know Canada usually goes by Celsius. So Jeff, they are UV reactive, and I have a UV light behind them. Yeah, the cat burglars are out. Yes, we have shad. We both have threadfin and gizzard shad. Why are there no stars? Well, we're in a city, so you can't see the stars that much. Can see a planet. So I'll turn you guys. I don't know if you can see it, but that bright star there is not a star. That is a planet. You can always tell stars and planets apart. Planets do not flicker. Stars flicker. And the moon is there. Let me think here. If the moon is there, I gotta go back and think of Earth and space science from college. That should be Mercury. Trying to find another reference point. I believe that's Mercury. Yeah, I'm in Tennessee. It's so bright out, I don't see a whole lot in the sky, so it's kind of hard for me to tell another reference, but I'm pretty sure that's Mercury. They got to be Jupiter or Mars, horror movie, Saturn. You know what? No, it's not. No, it's not, I don't think it's Jupiter. Jupiter has a bluish hue to it. Sturdium Appletalia, gotcha. If I had another good reference, if I could see like the Big Dipper or something, but the stars ain't out tonight. All I've got is a couple stars here and there, that one planet and the moon back behind me. Gotcha, Brittany. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow night, so I'm going out with some friends and we're gonna fish and hang out and stuff. I will be recording, but I don't know if I'll be live. We'll have to wait and see. I have never got to see the Northern Lights. I've always wanted to. I've seen 2 eclipses. But I've seen a couple of blood eclipses, the moon eclipses, the blood moons, but I've never got to see the Northern Lights. Okay, Brittany, have a good night. If I don't see you again, have a great weekend. I think I'm going to reel in that big bait, check it, and if it still looks good, just cast it back out in a different spot. It's got an itch on my nose. I'm not picking it, I just got an itch. Blue, it's very exceptionally rare. They had one night that you could see them, but where I lived, I didn't get a view of it. It's extremely rare to see them down this far south. But yeah, we're gonna check this far rock because it has been getting nibbled on tonight. She's not stacked up because there's a lot of rock down that way. We went very deep. That bait's something sucked the guts right out of it. Left the rest of it. But overall, the bait's got a decent color. And I don't have another big gizzard shad with me tonight. So I'm going to try to get some more use. So I'm going to take the knife. just gonna make a few cuts of it. Open it up. And all that sick. We're gonna let it set for just a little while longer. About 10 foot water on those rocks. That rod right there just got a bite. There's a rock there. Might rebait this one while I'm up here, up and at it. Put some fresh on it. I rebaited this rod not too long ago. Current dropping. We might send this one out a little deeper. Well, we've had a bait stealer on this one too. They left the headpiece and took the body piece. So we're going to put 2 body chunks on this one. Get one of these bigger shad. Smaller body chunks on it. I stole the body chunk but left the head piece. That's all we wanted the other night too, was body chunks. We didn't want the head pieces. Slowed down substantially since we've been here. And put it out there over that ledge. There we go. Did you get a blue tick? 10:07 now. What do you mean blue? I don't know what you mean with blue tick. At 8 weeks. Oh, blue tick hound. Gatlinburg. Yeah, Gatlinburg's a good time. What are these? Just the guts? Catfish. Little catfish come up and suck the gut pocket out of it. It's kind of common. That's awesome, though, that you guys are chatting with each other. That's great. This is a community. I love seeing it. I have a Ridgeback that is 2 years old. With cave from a guy in Gatlinburg. Nice. So, yeah. You'll do a lot for a dog, that's for sure. We just had to put our dog down, unfortunately, a couple weeks ago. He was really old, and his little body just didn't have anything left. Yeah, I appreciate it, but he was a good dog. We made him as happy as we could for the last couple years. Or happy and as easy of a life as we could the last couple years. But he was a good little dog. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to do, Johnny, but it's what a responsible owner does is when it's time and they ain't suffering. Nothing worse than seeing an animal suffer. Connor, I'm from Tennessee. I'm up here in the Clarksville area of Tennessee. Come on, I want a fish tonight. I've got you good bait. You're eating it. You're taking it. You're nibbling on it. Let me take a photo of you. Connor, no. I just heard the bell jingle jingle. I just heard the bell jingle jingle. Cur dog and we go sit and spend the money on him. We could run coon and bear. The season was open, best time with my dad. That's awesome. If you want me to be. Eagles wanted to give my favorite breed 4 years ago when I lost my old boy Remington. Sorry about that, Blue Tick. I've never, you know, that's something I've always wanted to do was hunt with dogs, but I've never done it. Come on, eat it. That's that big shad head. Bar rod. Equestrian dog, gotcha. Outdoor Athens. Athlete? Yes, I do remember you, yes. Follow us and fish on. Oh, MRC, you guys are great. You guys are good. Kenneth, thank you. I appreciate that. Dog's tree. I bet that's awesome. Oh, outdoor, I mean, we're getting bites like crazy. The bites on fire, just lack of commitment. So I run different size hooks based on the size of the bait. So the far rod, this rod right here, has a 12-aught Meyers TV Ruthless Red, but it's running a really, really big bait. Half of a gizzard shad, like a 10-inch gizzard shad. We're probably got six inches of bait on there. The yellow rod has an 8-aught, and it's running a medium-sized bait. And then this first rod right here is running a high-low rig, and I'm running two smaller 6-aughts with smaller baits on it. Give a little bit of variety out there. Shad head. Oh. Okay. Okay. Big turtle hit it or a gar. I think big turtle or gar. Look at that chunk out of it. So I either think a big gar came through and nailed it, or we had a turtle hit it. Get it up, I'll subscribe. Snapper. Johnny, I appreciate that. Yeah, MRC, I'm gonna put it back out there. I threw it a little further out this time, but in the same direction. I thought I was about to eat dirt over there when I stumbled over that rock. That would have made the blooper reel. Give that middle rod another second since it just got hit, and then we'll rebait it. Are they closing in the dark? Caught 25 crappie. Nice. 25. That's a good stringer crappie. Very good. Glowing. So I have a UV light. So these rods are UV reactive. So I have a little UV light over here that makes them glow. Only 2 more to 100 likes. Y'all could hit that like button for me. Let's get to that 100 mark. It'd be great. No, we keep having bait stealers, and I think either a big turtle or a gar that just crushed my big bait on this far rod, and I just about bit the dust over here in the rocks, stumbling over a rock. That dadgum turtle or gar one got a hold of that bait and wasn't moving with it. Sorry, no, I already have people that are mods for the channel. But thank you for asking. Yeah, y'all be a trooper here and run down here to the coffee shop and grab me a coffee. It's not even fancy coffee, just black, straight plain coffee. No sugar, no nothing. Yeah, I wouldn't mind the gar if it'd get the hook. All he did, whatever it did, just ripped the chunk off of my bait. I would not be the happiest with one of my rods, but I got Takedown Rod Holders in the ground. Them things are super strong. These are my extra light ones, so I have the drag pulled off, so they shouldn't go anywhere. Most likely it'll just pull drag until I get to it. Be there soon. All right, MRC. Oh, I'm tired. I slept into 7:30. Which is, me sleeping into 7:30 unless I'm sick is very rare. I get up every morning for work about 4:30, so I'm usually up by latest 6. Yeah, I'm the only one out here. Mendoza, hello, welcome back. Gar can be a fun one. It's only 10:30, yeah. I think it's more this. Just sitting here relaxing. It's 10:30 here, I believe. Yeah, 10:27 here. We have not caught any. We just had a gar or a turtle take a big chunk out of our big bait. Give it a couple more minutes and I'll put the other half of that shad on. Had some bites, no takers yet. Yeah, have you yelling? It's contagious. Catch up, yeah. Like I said, I think it's more not so much that it's late. I'm just sitting here comfortable and relaxed, you know. It's a little cool, which I like sleeping when it's cool. We'll probably give it another half an hour to an hour. I'm not staying out super late tonight because I'm going out tomorrow night with some friends. And that one I have higher hopes for. Tomorrow night I've got hopes for big fish. Kenny, not tonight. Won't be fishing overnight tonight. Is there a gar pike? Wrong pike. I don't know if I'll be live or not. I will be recording, but I don't know if I'll be live. It might be just a, friends just hanging out and being, as friends. I know my buddy will have his kids there with him, so I don't know if we'll want to be live or if we'll just be just hanging out tomorrow night. Dan, so you have missed bait stealers and teases is what you've missed. The lack of bite there's no lack of bites, there's lack of commitment. We just had another bite. Yellow rod just got hit. Green rod just got hit. Said lack of bites we do not have. We have a lack of commitment. We'll probably fish pretty late tomorrow night. I don't know if it'll be completely overnight, but it'll be probably pretty late. Bite on the first rod just there. Yeah, no trash talking. No what garbage. Gar pike fish come back, and the northern pike, they kind of look like chain pickerel as long as they're. I got you, blue tick. But no, tomorrow night we're going to a flathead hole. I'm losing it, sorry. It's okay, MRC. Got some shad flipping out in front of me. Something chasing. Don't know what's chasing. Something chasing. Jimbo, we have had bites. I just had either a turtle or a gar take a big giant chunk of my big bait out. Thinking big turtle. Ari, I don't know when I'll go home tomorrow night. If the bite's good and we're catching, it might be an all-nighter. We fish in the AM if it... Gotcha, William. Oh, we hit that 100 mark. Heck yeah, y'all. Thank you. Well, I think I'm going to rebait that. Put my other big piece of bait on that last rod. Put a fresh piece out there. I was trying to get as much out of that big shad head as I could. We're going to rebait that one since it just had a chunk taken out of it. Probably should have just done that that time. I did. Coming through a little few rock here. About 15 foot of water there. This got hit pretty good, so I'm going to rebait it. Actually, I might put this one a little shallow. This one's way out there in the channel. So is this one right here. We may bring up a smaller bait on this channel. Well, maybe we won't. Another bait stealer. They're robbing us blind tonight. They're robbing us blind tonight. I'll give this another second or two, and then we'll rebait that. Oh, but another bait stealer. Bait gnats, what purpose do they serve? Yeah, none. Exactly. Serve no purpose. W members. Yeah, tick skeeters, absolutely useless. Come on, fish. I have a headache. Can y'all still hear me? Making sure my mic's still working. Got a weird flashing light on my... Still charging? Yeah, I'm charging. Here we go. Okay. Heard a ding. Well, I don't think you're hearing me through this. Huh. Test, test. Test, test. Can you hear me now? Test, test. Yeah, my main mic turned off. Interesting. Yeah, should be louder with my mic turned on. I just noticed that the little microphone light on my little receiver here was flashing, like it didn't have a connection. There's a bite. Come on, give me a fish. Must have heard you hit the fish. I got you. Justin, we're getting bites. We got bait stealers and teasers is all we're getting tonight. Line just bounced on this first one. Squid. Oh, there's another bite. Yellow rod. Like I said, there is no lack of bites. We got bait stealers and teasers like crazy. None of them giving us any. No, everything's catch and release tonight. Yeah, bluegills. We're going to be fishing with bluegills tomorrow night. There's another little dink. Bluegills work good. No, Justin, well, I'll probably give it another half an hour. We're not going to be out here too much terribly longer. Now, if we were catching fish, we'd probably stay a lot longer. But I have a big trip coming up tomorrow night, so I don't want to burn myself out tonight. fishing. Yeah, some places it's illegal to fish with them. It's weird. Oh, California's that way too. So yeah. I plan on taking an energy drink and I mean, I might bring a thermos of coffee. It's supposed to be cool tomorrow night. That's a good idea. I might bring me a thermos of coffee or hot tea. First rod just got hit again. I hope so. Like I said, all 3 rods have gotten bites all night long. It ain't the lack of fish being here or biting. It's nothing is committing. They cut the current off, which is not helping us. We were getting better hits when I first got here because we had plenty of current going. Where are we fishing at? This is the Cumberland River here in Tennessee. Georgia Swampland says hello. Welcome in, Swamp Rat. Welcome in, Swamp Rat. I'm not sure about all the, the only thing we can use for bait is lives in water, minnows, suckers, leeches, catfish. If only caught the same water you're fishing. Crayfish. Okay, got you, Blue Tick. Yeah. No, we are getting bites like all 3 rods have gotten bites all night long, and nothing has hooked. They have had the bait stolen off of them. Have had plenty of bites. I bet he just stole the bait off of that one. Again. I'm getting a bite. Don't play with my emotions. Yeah, we had the far rod's got a big giant piece of shad on it. I mean, big bait. So I got big baits, medium baits, small baits, different size hooks, different size rigs. All of them are getting bites. None of them are hooking up tonight. But they had a big chunk taken out of the big bait on the end. More than likely it was a big snapper because it was a whole giant chunk taken out of it. Is there fishing with you? Are fishing? I hear that. You have to get out there after them. Times of getting to be. I'm in bed, can't keep my eyes open, be safe going home. Thank you, Travis. I appreciate you. Yeah, I ain't got much longer myself. Well, squawk, squawk, squawk to you too there, Mr. Crane. Cranes, 2 of them. What is the biggest fish you've ever caught? 75-pound flathead. Deborah, hello, welcome in. Fish just jumped in front of us. Have you ever caught a bass? Yeah, I've caught a ton of bass. Today's my biggest fish was 11 pounds largemouth. I sub, by the way. Kadora lives. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the horde. And 11 pounds largemouth is a good largemouth. My biggest largemouth is only 8.5. Good signs. They're getting active. They've been active all night long. They just won't eat. I just had another bite. MRC, I haven't caught anything tonight, so no, you ain't bad luck. I just don't think these fish are eating right yet. I don't know if maybe the cold front kind of got them lethargic, or it's the full moon, or what is going on. And this isn't a great spot anyway. It's just close to home. Fishing for stripers, nice. My daughter had her first school dance tonight, so I stayed. I mean, I made sure I was home for all that, and then after that, she went to her mom's. So my wife wasn't feeling good, and the other kids were all playing video games. So I decided to come out here and do some fishing. And this is just close to home that I can get to quickly. But where we're going tomorrow night should be a much better place to fish. Apparently, there's already been a couple 30-pound flats caught out of where we're going tomorrow night this year. So, Lord willing and fingers crossed, we tie into a flathead tomorrow night. Understand I fish the Toma because it's close, but fish per unit of measurement is smaller than everywhere else. Yeah. Paleface. Better make sure. She's not a big soup person. But yeah, I'll make sure she's got stuff. I'm going to get to the spot a little earlier and catch some bluegill. Make sure I have plenty of bluegill for the night. So I've got a high-low rig on one rod. I've got a three-way rig on the middle rod, and the far rod has a Carolina rig on it. We've got different rigs, different hook sizes, different size baits. All 3 are getting bites. All 3 are getting their bait just tore up, either tore off or tore up. Nothing is committing and eating it though. What fish can you snag in Tennessee? You can snag just about anything. It's just whether you have to release it or not. So paddlefish, Asian carp are the 2 biggest ones most people snag for. Same thing, he dropped it. Yeah. But yeah, most people are just snagging for paddlefish and spoonbill. You can only snag for spoonbill for about a month a year here in Tennessee. Have you caught a tiger muskie? No, I have caught muskie before in the past, but never a tiger. Don't get a lot of muskie here in Tennessee. That's a northern fish. I think on that note, because I have the trip coming up tomorrow night, and these fish are just not cooperating. All they're doing is hitting and stealing bait. I think I'm gonna call her tonight. I know it was a shorter night, and get some rest, spend some time with the family in the morning, and then we're gonna go chase some flatheads tomorrow night. I don't know if I'll be live, but if I am, you'll see me. If not, hopefully I capture a good video, because I will have my cameras recording. But until then, y'all take care. Have a great weekend. Thank you for all your support. If you could, like my videos, go watch my videos. It helps with the channel tremendously. So I would really appreciate it if you go give my videos a watch and hit the like button on them. But thank you all. Good luck to you. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you on the water next time. Have a good one, y'all.